part of a chapter in my book is going to be called Blue Dandy. Dandyism was part of blues UK jazz dance culture, a very big part. Dress was very important. We have to understand from 1958 to 1978, the black and white minstrel show was the #1 show on TV. And when it came, TV was new. Just like the black and white minstrel was new when it first came, and it spread everywhere. And people started to believe what they saw and heard about African diaspora people looking for people's tales when they first came to the UK, and that was because they were placed in cages. Sarah Bartman was placed in a cage, Pygmies were placed in a cage. People of African diaspora, all small, short, different types of body shape, were all ridiculed in the context of medicine, in the context of storytelling. And we were very important. Dandyism was very much important part of who I was. Our department was very important part of me. Why was it very important? Because people had negative assumptions about who we were and what we are. That we were tramps, we had no grace. So when you hear the Nicholas Brothers in the documentary, go and watch the Nicholas Brothers documentary, they talk about when they were children, they were allowed to mix with the stars of the Cotton Club, and they were glad because they had come from a middle class African American background and wanted to show that they had grace, they had style. And that's what we had. Caribbeans came with style, came with grace, came with progressive thinking and learning. Baby Blue, Dandy Blue, all these names are part of the bluisms which I had to bring into my life to survive in the UK. Racism has risen by 5%. Within the creative industry itself, 5.4%. For anybody to do a course now and get a job is going to be exactly the same as it was in my heyday in the 80s. Very, very difficult and very, very hard to do. And it's a shame because we're talking over 3 decades ago. We have children who are in their 30s now, and they still can't get jobs in the cultural creative industries, which is a shame. Racism on its rise, risen by 5%. Hatred of people's cultures and backgrounds. Amazing. But the key, it's not amazing because people steered it. People made it happen. It's very, very important people understand that. The Black and White Minstrel Show came to the UK at a very prime time in the context of technology, so people watched it. Now, the television show wasn't the only great phenomenal thing that happened that took off in the UK. It was also the record industry of selling Mammy Records. George Minstrel Show was on the TV. Was on record, and that spread like wildfire. Also, people playing pianos, gollywogs, toys. Remember, the UK was the #1 colonial power in the world, and they brought all their products, sent all their products around the world. The #1 place to promote the Black and White Minstrel Show has been Britain. It's a shame.